It was all good and well until, oh yeah, there's some blood. You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. A lot of questions on when is that going to run again. Well, I've had the parts since it broke down, the day after I ordered the parts. Just needed some time. But today is Friday the 18th. We did replant corn this morning. Got 2 videos in one day. That's always bonus content as far as making them. But it's time. So I've never split the front of this tractor forwards. Going backwards is okay. I can do that. I'm confident in all that. This is going to be a lot of learning. I don't have a splitting stand. That would make my life easier, that it would hold the back. You could slide the front forward. The frame for the pushing blade is actually still on. So I started taking panels off to see what I was going to do. Yeah, I think the easiest thing in my boat is pull the whole frame out, leave the motor intact, pull the frame far enough forward, then pick the motor up, pull that out, and then from there put the clutch in, line the clutch up, or put the clutch on, line the clutch up, slide the motor back in, and then put everything back together. I think, I've never done this. By the time you guys start writing in the comments what I did wrong, I'll probably already know what I did wrong. But I have a few buddies who have, and most of them have shops with nice flat floors and splitting stands, stuff like that. I don't. But fuel tanks have to come off. I think they're pretty empty. I don't know, quarter. And it's really not that bad. So this line goes to it. You got your coolant lines that go to the cab. I got my line that I can just disconnect that goes to the front frame. You got your fuel lines. Take the hood off. AC, which doesn't work, and I need to get on that because these cabs get really hot. And that's pretty much it. Batteries, stuff like that. Honestly, this shouldn't be too bad. It'll definitely be some learning. I will be glad when it's done. The cool thing on this, and I don't know if I've ever showed that. So that badge, it's getting more and more and more. It's from Kansas. When I first got it, I could read it. I don't think you can read it any longer. Oh no, I can. Close Brothers Implement Inc. East Highway 46, Oakley, Kansas 67743. Phone number 913-672-3272. The tag is 1841. So that's where I take it. It got sold new. I got it out of Oklahoma, so it's been around a little bit. But that's pretty neat that it's on the hood and that my hood is pretty well straight. I got a little ding there, not from me. I did put a new mesh in here when it came. That was smashed out. For those of you who don't know, these pop down. You got all sorts of goodies. I got my strap in there. Get back in. Probably got to take that off. Yeah, I think that's gonna be my best bet. If anybody knows that dealer, drop a comment. I did look them up. They went out of business, or they sell something else or something like that. But pretty cool. I like stuff like that. That's neat. So alrighty, I guess I better go along, get the intake and exhaust off so that I can pop the hood up and not smash it up. Once that's off, we'll drop fuel tanks, go from there. It looks so much cleaner without exhaust and air intake. Like, it would be wild if I did run it up the side someday. There's a few floating around that have that. I got the hood, I just need some help because like I said, my hood might be weathered, but it is very straight. So probably should cut that and put the new exhaust back on, going the right way. So I appreciate you guys commenting on that previously. I think if we just pick it up and bring it to the front and set it down to him, I just don't want to bend anything. Oh my goodness. Pretty good. I don't know how it comes off the back here. I think you lift it more. Yep. A little more. There we go.
Keep going. You can grab it there, Mark. Wait.
Yep.
I got it.
Set it up. Yeah.
How do you want it?
Set it. Flip it so as if it was sitting on the hood. But we'll put it over here. That way, because I'm going to pull everything through. Thank you. Progress. It was all good and well until, oh yeah, there's some blood. I stabbed myself with my own knife. Oh, that hurt. I was cutting zip ties, which, yeah, it's not the right tool for the job. Oh my god, it hurt. I'll go get the right tool for the job. Yeah, it went pretty deep and it wouldn't stop bleeding. So I'm all bandaged up. We'll see. Right tool for the job. That was just stupid. Cut right through, right into my hand. Yeah, that was painful. Alrighty. I think there's one more in the back, ain't there? Maybe not. I gotta put my head mount on so I don't have to hold it. Yeah, there's one more back here. And that runs my hydraulics for the blade. I'm gonna go sit down for a little bit. Yeah, that hurt. Alrighty. Hands not bleeding, which is good. I definitely feel like I got beat up. Oh, definitely hit the bone. There's blood everywhere. So with that being said, I'm gonna try to be a little easy on it. But whew, I got stuff to do. Ain't nobody gonna do my stuff for me. So I gotta drain fuel tanks. I gotta pick up my knife because I stabbed myself with it. Yeah, that was clean. We're good. We should be okay. I'm just sore. With that being said, I still gotta get the fuel tanks off. I still gotta drain the fuel. Probably should not get this covered in fuel because that's gonna hurt. So I don't know. I'm not going home and sitting around. That's not what I do. I physically can't do that. My mind would lose. Also got to drain coolant. Take drive shaft off. Dang. I was hoping for a good day and I don't know how this is gonna go. I honestly don't know how much fuel I have in there. Today's been a tough day. It was going good. I don't really know how full. I did look, but you never really know how many gallons are actually in it. Oh, yeah, it's about there. This ain't gonna do anything. You know what? This is a bad idea. I get a better idea. Go wash my hands first. Pump it out. Right? At least then, might be slower, but at least I'm not dumping it all on the ground. Well, I'm gonna wash my hand. See how this works out. About my pickup, I did call on it a few times. Haven't heard back. That's normal though. I would like it done. Yeah, I'm sick of looking at it in here. Yep, let's go see about pumping it out. Might be challenging with one hand, one functioning hand. Put a hose on this maybe, then I can pump it right into buckets. Let's see how full that is. Oh yeah, quite a bit full. Alrighty, let me think about this. I'm thinking one of my hoses might be perfect just to put on the end. You staying in the shade? You a good boy? He didn't know what I did when I cut my hand. You a good boy, right? How many ticks we got on you today? Is that a tick? No, that's just dirt. We've only got 2 off of you, which means there's probably more. One in the bushes earlier, didn't you? Let me get your belly. Can I get your belly? Belly? No? Too hot? Alrighty. Love you, buddy. Love you. What a life to live. It actually worked out pretty well. So it's siphoning itself out because I got the pump wide open and I'm below it. So yeah, that might be a little slower, but it's definitely cleaner. Oh. I really should have just ran this thing for hours and hours and hours and let it drain itself down. Wasn't thinking. If I had known it was gonna have issues, I would have not filled it up that morning. I guess it was the day before. Good flow. We're gaining. Got all these empty, dirty buckets. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with all this dirty diesel after. It's clean coming out, but I don't have enough places. I thought about putting it in the transfer tank, but I'm not gonna contaminate the transfer tank if I get stuff in it or the bottom of my barrel and stuff like that. So out. There's literally nothing, which is, that's not right. I wonder if there's some buildup. Oh yeah, there's some buildup or something in there. There we go. No way can you suck a tank out and it's not be complete. It can't. It has. Wow. It still has to have stuff in the bottom. So when I took the drain plug out and nothing came out, I knew something wasn't right. Should be under 5 gallons. It was just a little bit. So then we'll climb underneath, take the fuel tank brackets off the bottom, We gotta take this hose off. We gotta take these two lines off. And then we can take the brackets off. So, not much to it, honestly. Which that's why I love working on these older tractors, is you can actually work on them. Like my father's new tractor, yeah. I could work on it because I went to school, but I can't do much without a computer. Wow, I'm really off today. Trying not to use my left hand much. I think that's just a vent line that goes between them. I do have two fuel tanks sitting out back. When I got that other transmission, I got the transmission that is in here. Yeah, I got two fuel tanks, a cab, drop box, full rear end set up, rocker housing, 3-point hitch arms, because mine weren't the right ones. All the pumps. Why do they make one size smaller? So you can't mix them up? Got all sorts of stuff, so always good to have. The cross shafts, drive shafts in between, I got all of that, which I spent $750 once on one when the U-joint came unbolted and destroyed itself. So having spare parts like that on these older machines is absolutely a necessity. I don't care who you are. It will keep you going. So, even though I do a lot of wrenching, I would never want to do this as my full-time job. So hats off to my buddies and anybody watching that wrenches on equipment full-time for other people. I don't mind wrenching on my own stuff because I put myself in that scenario, but yeah, hey, there's a pin in there. That's cool. It's a lot of work. Usually it's somebody else's screw ups and not the complete truth of how things happen. So, with that being said, hats off to anybody who is a big equipment mechanic, because yeah, it's 3/4, ain't it? I'm thinking the ones underneath are 3/4. I need to go get a impact or a battery for that, big battery. So yeah, I do enjoy wrenching. I just never want to do it on other people's equipment. Before I forget, yeah, I should put one on that, but it all goes into there anyways. Well, I guess if it goes in there, it just drains out. If it's not running, gaining. Get the socket off. Screwdrivers. Pile of tools. Where does he go? I don't want him barking at these people's dogs. What? Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. You know you weren't supposed to be doing that, right? Were you supposed to be doing that or no? You got eye boogies. Don't bark at other people's dogs. Yeah, he barks and then he like goes and plays with them and he's like, oh, we're best friends. Then he's like, never mind, I'm out. So it's just him acting tough. I honestly don't remember how much these weigh, by the way. No idea. We loaded them, me and Colburn loaded them on a trailer, so I don't remember. Hell, that was 8 months ago. When I loosen that, I think I'm gonna find out exactly how much they weigh. I'll just loosen it. I'm not taking it all the way out yet. We don't have any help. Oh, they're way too heavy for me to pick up. Go see if I got a jack. That's gonna be even sketchier. This side I could get with the forks. Ooh. Yeah. Could get with the forks. But the other side I can't. That's, I wish I was working in the shop. Not much frame to them. That's why up here, where I actually bolted onto, it's thick reinforced where it wraps around, where I put the brackets for the push blade. Because some people built them and they went all the way up and around. But I guess we'll try a jack. I just don't have the tools. My hand's really starting to hurt me. I got it this far. It just needs bolts taken out on both sides and then it will all come down. I guess I'm gonna put all this used oil or the fuel in the tank, the furnace heater tank. That was a good idea from my father. I gotta drain coolant once it's pulled. I don't know if I want to drain oil first or if I want to pull it first and then drain the oil. So let's take a walk out back and just look at that one. Make sure I wrap my head around it right. Here it is, to give me an idea of what goes on. So I was wondering if there was any bolts that were behind here that I had to get into, but no, it's literally, so where we're at right now, we got it covered up. I guess I could leave the fuel tank hang there. No, because I got to get to the bolts that are right here. So these bolts, are they tapered through and you got to hold them on the other side? That seems odd. But then, so you got that one, you got this one. I do see there's a line down underneath, so we're going to have to reach in and get that loosened up. And then you got your 2 bolts here, and then there's 2 more here. Drive shaft, just unbolt that. Same thing on this side. And I got my 1 hydraulic line that's going back. So what's this? My feed line? Yeah, that's the feed line to the pump. Oh, there is some lines down underneath here. I'm not sure where those go. We'll have to look. Oh, no, they took off the cylinders. They took the steering cylinders off. But yeah, I do have a AC pump, new front pieces. I got a lot of stuff with this cab. It's been pretty good to me. I do have the steering cylinders. I got them in the barn. Okay. Why are these up here? Oh, because they went up and they go back in. Okay, this is your throttle linkage. We got a few connection wires to undo. I know that. My AC. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 bolts. Gotta take 12 bolts out, should come right out. And that's it. We'll make sure everything's good in here. Yeah. It's a lot of learning. Having this is pretty handy though. Yeah, I got the full radiator, or the full transmission cooler, the brackets. Got a lot of stuff with this. Gotta get my gooseneck ready if we're gonna go on a trip. Anybody have any guesses where we're gonna go? What we're gonna get? As of right now, I'm getting one thing. Hopefully by the end of this week, I'll be getting 2 things. That will be a full trailer. Yeah. Drop a comment below if you know, if you have any idea. I have only told like 3 people, and I'm probably gonna keep it that way till we actually pick it up, because I like the suspense. Alrighty. It honestly looks like I didn't do much. Draining the fuel out took quite a bit though. And there's really, once these tanks are off, like I said, there's really not that much stuff to do. Get these out. They gotta have bolts holding them or something. No, these don't. Wondering if those have bolts holding them on. Oh. Yeah, we'll have to get, I guess I gotta see. I'll have to get that line off in there. I don't know where that goes actually. It goes up the rail or something. It goes up to the pump. So, I guess tomorrow, when I got some help kicking around on the farm, we'll pop these tanks off, because I can't do it. I know me and Colburn wrestled them around, but that was me, an able body and everything else. So this one, I just gotta pop bolts, 2 bolts, and pops off. Hopefully by the end of tomorrow, this front will be out, the motor will be out. I don't see this being that much trouble. I think with the wheels, I'm gonna be able to come right in and pick up on the front here, basically chain right to the front, and just pull it right out. And we'll try to keep it straight, so then when it goes back in, it will be straight. We'll just have to jack everything underneath so it stays up, which isn't the first time we've done that. But yeah, it's enough of me rambling. Little sneak into what we got going on. I need this thing back running, and I think you guys want to see it back running. So it's way better packing than anything else we have. So that's why I'm after it. Got to do this. Got a lot of things, but this is a priority in my eyes. Plus it was expensive, the parts, and they've been sitting. That just bothers me some, because I spent a bunch of money and I look at them in a box. So appreciate you guys watching, join along, supporting this cause. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you. Have a good one.